What's up you guys, it's Aisling. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing such an exciting video. I am testing out new hair tools from Penneys. I'm so excited. They just released their latest collection from Andrew Fitzsimons, and there was heated hair tools that came out in this collection, and I'm just so excited to try them. I want to say a huge thank you to Penneys first of all for sending them to me. One product I did buy was the hair curler. I bought that myself, and I will link that video down below whenever it's up. I think it'll be up after this one, so just keep an eye out, and you can see how I achieved these curls and what the curler looks like and my full review of it, etc, etc. But in today's video we're going to be talking about the blow dryer and the straightener. I was most excited to try this out, to be fair, because it looks very like the Dyson hairdryer, and then also I just wanted to give the straightener a go. So if you guys want to see my first impressions on them, kind of a bit of a review, seeing what I think of them, seeing how they work, them in action, then just keep on watching. Okay, so I've just washed my hair. It's soaking wet, as you can see. I use the Andrew Fitzsimons volume thickening shampoo, and I use the conditioner also, and I really liked the smell of them. Only thing with the conditioner is it was slightly runny. I'm used to using a thicker consistency. I love the Redken anti-snap variety of shampoos and conditioners. I use Pantene if I want something a bit cheaper and I'm just kind of, I don't know, like running low on expensive shampoos and don't have time to go to Primark or wherever to pick them up. But these were really nice for the price. I think they're $4.50 each, and they smell lovely. Like, they smell like salon shampoos. Yeah, like they have a really nice fragrance. They're not overly fragranced. So I don't know what they're going to be like. We'll see when I dry my hair if I notice any difference with the volume. Before I do actually go and dry my hair, I'm going to spray some heat protectant. I just use the Tresemme. I've used it for years. I'm sure there's probably better ones out there, but this one just kind of works for me and I like it. And like I said, I've used it for years. So that's just what I'm using today. I have hair extensions, you guys know that, but just in case you are new here to this channel, I have bonding, keratin bonding hair extensions. So just if you do see them, that's just what they are, in case you're like, what the hell's going on with her hair? This is what the hairdryer looks like. I'm super excited to try this out. €14. It's described as the Pro Styling hairdryer. It has 2 speeds for custom airflow, 3 heat settings, and a cool shot function, and a removable filter. So let's open this up and see what we think. The box is so cute. I'm like loving this. I didn't mean to kind of match the packaging, but hey ho. This is what the hairdryer looks like. There's no other gadgets in the bag. There's no like diffuser or anything like that. There just is, or in the box rather. There's just, oh, I think that's actually attached. I was going to say, could you remove this? Does it swivel? No, I don't think it removes. So you just have the nozzle, and then you have the air filter, and then, is that a mirror? Oh my god, it is a mirror. It's like a mirror on the back. So we've got our 2 speed settings and 3 heat settings, and then a cooling button. And then the flex is all pink, and I'm absolutely loving that. Oh, that does move. Oh, that's good. The nozzle does move. I'm presuming you can take it off. I'm not going to do that. Talking about this in my vlog, and like I said in that video, struggle of trying to get good hair tools and the price of them. And when I was growing up, it was so expensive to get hair straighteners, and now you can get gadgets in Penneys for €14. So I'm gonna start drying my hair with this, I guess. We'll use the straightener in this video as well, but I'm just gonna dry my hair first. The curler I'm gonna use in a separate video because obviously I want to do like a curling video. So I'm just gonna see what way this goes. There's not too much packaging. It's all cardboard as well, so it's easy enough to recycle. The flex is, I guess, long enough. It's not like the longest flex I've ever used in a hairdryer, but it'll do. And I'm going to use my new Andrew Fitzsimons round barrel brush, and that was $3.50. So thank you so much, Penneys, for that. I actually bought one of these as well, but it's nice to have a second one. So I'm just going to dry my hair first and then section it off and dry it properly. So let's give this a go. Moving on to the second portion of my hair, I found that it dried the under portion really quickly and it dried it right down to the root. I have an issue obviously because of the extensions and they don't go all the way to the root because obviously I've regrowth. A bit of my natural hair growing out can remain wet and it's hard to get it unless you like blast the heat on it. But this seems to have dried that little bit as well. That's all my hair dry. It literally took me 14 minutes, which is crazy quick. And I had the Dyson years ago. I don't know if you guys remember, I did a video on the Dyson hairdryer and I really liked it, but I just felt like it was so overpriced. It's €400 and this hairdryer does just as good of a job, if not better. Like, it does just as good of a job. I really like the effects of it. I feel like my hair is pretty much blow dried straight. Like, I have a little bit of kind of kinkiness to my hair, so I need to straighten that bit out, which I'll do now with the straightener. In general, my hair is relatively straight from blow drying it, which I'm really happy with. My hair feels real volumized. I'd say that's from the shampoo. Like, I feel like there's a lot of fullness to the top of my hair, which is great. And I really like this blow dryer. Like, I can't believe that it was €14. It's so good. So I'm going to straighten my hair and we'll see what we think of the straightener. So this is what the straightener looks like. It is the Pro Styling Hair Straightener, digital temperature control, heat to 210 degrees, ceramic coated plates, auto shut off function. Great. That is a really good function because obviously the GHD has done that for forever, but I know the fear of, did I leave the straightener on? Because I do that with my curler. My curler does not have a turning off function and it just stays on constant. And if I left that on, it could burn down the whole house. So you need to obviously be careful. And it has a 360 swivel cord. Because I've only ever used a GHD, like I haven't used any other straighteners in my life other than my GHD, and I used like a Remington one when I was really young, but I do not know what other straighteners are like to use. I am basing this off my usage of the GHD. This is what the straightener looks like. I love this. This is a gorgeous straightener. It's real sleek. It's really nice feel. It's kind of like a rubber texture, kind of similar to the dryer. It's like that rubbery kind of texture on it. The plates close pretty much together. Settings on the side to turn it off, turn up the temperature, turn it down. And I like that because it will show you the temperature here. So I'm just going to plug it in. Again, the flex is pretty short. I prefer my flexes to be much longer. The GHD flex is ridiculously long. So it says off here at the top in blue writing. So I'm just going to turn it on. So it's on 180 degrees and I can feel it heating up. It's making a weird crackling sound. Maybe it's just because the plates are new. So I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm just going to section off my hair. Actually, do you know what? I'm going to use the other hair bobbins that I got sent. I got sent these little pack of hair ties. So cute, but I'm not going to use the one that I just used there now because it's kind of wet. But they're my favorite ones because they're silk or like a silky material, so they don't snap the hair. Okay, so the first thing I'm noticing is it is not gripping the hair as tight as the GHD would. Like the GHD clamps down on the hair really tightly. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but it just kind of, I feel like I'm grabbing the hair with the GHD, whereas I feel like this, I have to push it a lot closer together to get the plates to touch my hair. Does that make any sense? So my GHD is here. The plates on my GHD are much thicker, so I don't have to clamp down as much on the GHD. It just glides over my hair, whereas the plates on this are a lot thinner, but they're longer. So I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, like I said, but I just feel like I have to push down a little bit harder because the plates are just a bit further apart. It's doing a great job. Like, it's straightening my hair. I know it's probably really hard to see because my hair was relatively blow dried straight, so it might make more sense when I get to the front of the hair. So maybe I'll just straighten that and then we'll get to the front of the hair and you can see, or the top of the hair, and then you can kind of see what it's doing. But it is basically straightening my hair quite well. You might see here with this bit here, this is my natural hair. So it's just straightened it really, really well. Loving it so far. Okay, so I've made it to the top of my head and you can see that my hair is super, super straight, like much straighter than it was obviously when I blow dried it, because I'm just not really good at blow drying my hair straight. I hope the angle of that camera didn't change too much. I just had to change the battery. I have a couple of observations from using the straightener, and I'm glad I kind of tried it over my whole head before I kind of gave you all of my thoughts on it. The first thing is I do feel like I have to push down an awful lot just to get the hair straight, if that makes any sense. Like, I don't straighten my hair in big chunks. I do it like section by section. But I feel like with this, because I use the little strands, I have to like push down on it hard to get them to straighten. I also have noticed this gets very, very, very hot. Now I know it is on 210 degrees and I don't know exactly what my GHD goes up to, but because there's so much more plastic on the GHD, I don't know if you can see that there, this part does not get as hot. So if I am straightening through my hair, I don't feel the heat, whereas this is so much thinner, and you would want to be careful because if you touched off that at the highest temperature, you burn your hand. So just be wary of that. Now that's just kind of my observation, and obviously you guys are clever when it comes to heated tools. You're aware that they do get very hot. I find that it just glides over the hair and just straightens it really easily, very effectively. I quite like this straightener, to be fair. I think it is a great one, especially for €14. Like, you really can't go wrong. So like I'm saying, I am finding that my hand is just getting a bit sore just pushing the plates over my hair, and when I glide it without like putting any pressure, I just don't feel like it straightens, or I have to go over that area for a few times. So that's just my FYI. There's no dragging, no pulling, it's not snagging on my hair, nothing like that. I think that is pretty much my hair straight. There's like a few little tiny little wispy bits in there. Try and get them sitting down. Now I think that is it, so I'm gonna just turn this off so you can see what my hair looks like now, all straightened, and it feels so smooth from those hair products. So lightweight, but it also looks volumized. There's no product builds up. It smells lovely. And I'm just so shook over how quick that hairdryer did my hair. So I'm gonna go curl my hair, put on a bit of makeup, and I'll come back to you guys and do my final thoughts on the straightener and the dryer. So stay tuned. Just to round up, let's talk about the hair dryer first of all. I absolutely love this hair dryer, guys. I can't believe it's €14. I have to keep reminding myself that both these hair tools are so inexpensive, because it just wasn't happening for me years ago. I was never going to get a good hair dryer for €14, not a hope. I love how quick this dries my hair. I love that it doesn't get too hot, but it still blows enough air, and it's still, I don't know, it generates enough heat that will dry my hair, but I don't feel like it's going to damage it. It's also not too noisy either, which I did notice, and it's very lightweight, which I love about the whole hairdryer and the whole line as a whole, because every single product is pretty lightweight. Maybe just the materials are not as high quality, I don't know. This is my new go-to hairdryer. Definitely give it a try. For the length of hair that I have and the amount of hair that I have with extensions, it can be really tedious to dry my hair, and I don't always love doing it, obviously, but this made it really quick, and I really liked how it kind of blow dried my hair straight. The straightener, it's so lightweight. I love how it just straightened my hair. I love how there's different temperature settings. I love how it turns off. I love how it has a swivel cord. I love loads of different things about it. The one thing I don't like about it, and it's so small, it's just that the plates here are so close to the top and bottom, so I feel like it just gets too hot for me. Even to hold it at the end, it's just too hot, so you just can't. And I feel like I have to push down an awful lot just to get it to straighten, even though you probably don't. It's just trial and error with me. I'm so used to using my GHD where it just kind of glides over my hair. This one just needs a little bit more force to close, and that's all. But it is a really great straightener, and I feel like it is one that I'm going to just use a lot. I won't be giving up my GHD, guys. It's just not going to happen. I've yet to find a straightener that I like as much as it. I will continue to use the GHD, but I'm going to leave this in Paddy's house. So then when I'm staying over with him, I have a hair straightener and there's just one in his house, and I have my GHD at home because I love my GHD. But I really do like this. So if you guys are interested in picking up either of them, like I said, they're in Penneys stores right now. I highly rate them, and definitely check out the other products in the line. I mean, I haven't used anything that I can say I don't like yet, and I've used the hair straighteners, the curlers, the blow dryer, the shampoos, conditioners. I've used the hairsprays, texture sprays. I love the texture spray. That's actually one of my favorite ones. And the other thing that I absolutely adore is the Luxie hair oil. I adore this. The only thing I will say is use a little bit, use it quite sparingly, because the first time I used this, I lathered up my hands, and then I was like trying to get it through my roots and tips, and I ended up just kind of getting a gulp of it in the middle of my hair here, and it just kind of made my hair just a little bit kind of like thick with product. So just be careful with how much you do use this. I really hope that they keep the Andrews Fitzsimons line in Penneys, because they do really need a good hairline, and I just feel like that one is, it just trumps them all. It really does. So guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, thumbs it up. Please let me know what other videos you'd like to see coming up on my channel. I'm going to be filming again next week. I hope the lighting didn't get too dark. We're in the middle of a storm right now, so apologies if it is a bit dark. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video nonetheless, and I'll talk to all of you in my next video. Mwah. Bye guys.